Have you ever been so worn down by a hard season that you started to wonder if God was angry with you? Like you were being punished for something and you couldn't even figure out what? You lie awake, replaying your life, scanning for the mistake, the sin, the wrong turn that must have brought all this on. Be honest. When the pain drags on and on, it gets harder and harder not to believe that God is against you. And in that exhausted place, a quiet accusation settles in. Maybe I'm being punished. Maybe God is disappointed in me. Maybe this is what I get. But by the end of this video, you're going to see that what feels like punishment might actually be the deepest sign of His love. Because there are two words that can look almost identical from the inside, but they come from completely opposite hearts. And the entire way you survive your hardest seasons depends on which one you believe God is actually doing. The two words are testing and training. Now, on the surface, they can feel exactly the same. Both are hard. Both stretch you. Both push you past what's comfortable. But listen to the difference in their hearts. A test is designed to find out if you'll fail. Training is designed to make sure you won't. A test is about judgment. A pass or a fail, a grade stamped on you at the end. Training is about love, about someone investing in you because they see what you could become. One asks, will this person break? The other says, I am going to build this person into something strong. And here is the truth that changes everything. When you're walking through something painful, God is not standing over you with a red pen waiting to mark you down. He is not an examiner hoping you'll crack. He is a father, and more than that, He is a trainer who sees the finished version of you that you cannot see yet, and who is committed to getting you there. Let me show you what I mean with a picture you already understand. Think about an athlete in a gym. Nobody has ever gotten stronger sitting on the couch. The muscle doesn't grow in comfort. It grows in the exact place where it's pushed right up against its limit, where it strains, where it burns, where it feels like it can't do one more rep. The weight on the bar is not the coach being cruel. The resistance is not punishment. It is the only way strength is ever built. There is no other path to it. And what's true in the gym is true in your soul. The resistance you're feeling right now may not be God testing whether you'll break. It may be God building in you a strength you're going to need for something you can't even see yet. This is exactly the picture the Bible uses. In Hebrews chapter 12, we're told, endure hardship as discipline. God is treating you as His children. For what children are not disciplined by their father? And it goes on, no discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. Notice that word, trained. The hardship isn't random cruelty, it's training. In fact, the Greek word behind discipline in that passage is paideia, and it doesn't mean punishment at all. It's the word for the whole process of raising a child, teaching them, shaping them, forming them into a mature adult. It's what a loving parent pours into a son or daughter over years, not to break them, but to grow them up. That is the word God chose to describe your hard season, not a sentence handed down by a judge. The patient, costly, loving work of a father raising a child He treasures. And notice something even more tender hidden in that passage. It says God disciplines us as a father disciplines the children He loves. In other words, this kind of shaping is not a sign that you've been rejected. It is a sign that you belong to Him. A stranger's child can misbehave in the grocery store and you feel nothing. But your own child, the one you love, the one whose future you're responsible for, that's the one you pour yourself into shaping. Discipline here is not the opposite of love. It is one of its deepest expressions. Now, I need to be very careful and very clear here because this is where a lot of people get wounded. I am not saying that God is the author of every terrible thing that happens to you. I am not saying your suffering is a punishment God engineered to teach you a lesson. We live in a broken world, and much of our pain comes from that brokenness, from other people's choices, from sickness, from things that are simply wrong. The Bible never asks you to pretend that evil is good. What it says is something far more hopeful. It says God is able to take even the things He did not send and refuse to waste them. He takes the very pain the enemy meant to break you with, and He trains you with it instead. Nothing is wasted in His hands. That's the promise. Look at Joseph, betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, thrown into prison for a crime he didn't commit. Years of it. If anyone had the right to believe God was punishing him, it was Joseph. But looking back, he could say to the very brothers who sold him, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good." He didn't say the betrayal was good. He said God trained him through it and used it to save nations. Look at David, anointed as the future king while he was still a boy, and then handed not a throne but years in the wilderness, running from a jealous king, hiding in caves. That wasn't a detour from his training. That was his training. The caves are where the shepherd boy became a king. The pressure is where the Psalms were written. So let's name the lies that whisper to you in the hard season, because you've probably heard every one of them. God has given up on you. If He loved you, this wouldn't be happening. You must have done something to deserve this. Everyone else is being blessed while you're being forgotten. You're never going to come out of this. If you've heard those voices, hear this clearly. That is not the voice of your trainer. A good coach in the middle of the hardest workout is not screaming that you're worthless. He's saying, "Stay with me, don't quit. You are stronger than you know, and I am right here." Because that's the real difference between an examiner and a trainer. An examiner hands you the test, walks away, and waits to see if you fail. But a trainer never leaves the room. He's counting the reps with you. He's spotting the weight so it doesn't crush you. He's there for the shaking, the sweat, the moment you want to give up. God is not watching your struggle from a distance to see how you'll score. He is in the struggle with you, closer than He's ever been, holding the weight you cannot hold alone. James understood this. He wrote, "Consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." Read that carefully. The goal was never to see you break. The goal was to see you complete, mature, lacking nothing. That's not the language of a judge. That's the language of a father building a son and a daughter He is proud of. So the question tonight isn't, what did I do to deserve this? That's the question of someone who thinks they're being tested by a judge. The real question is, what is my Father building in me through this? Because the moment you stop asking, why is God against me? And start asking, what is God growing in me? The whole season changes, even before the circumstances do. It's not that God is punishing you. It's that He's preparing you. It's not that He's disappointed in you. It's that He's investing in you. It's not a test to see if you'll fail. It's training to make sure you won't. The weight on your shoulders right now is real. I'm not going to pretend it's light, but it is not the weight of a God who has turned His back on you. It may just be the weight that's building. The exact strength you'll thank Him for one day. The strain is not rejection, it's formation. And the God who feels far in the struggle is nearer than He has ever been, right there in the room, counting every rep with you. So tonight, before you close this video, stop asking God why He's against you and start trusting that He's for you, even here, even now, even in this. Say it out loud or in the quiet of your own heart. Father, I trust that You're training me, not testing me. And if this reached something you've been carrying, go down to the comments and type those words. He's training me, not testing me. By typing them, you're laying down the crushing belief that you're being punished and picking up the truth that you're being prepared. If someone came to mind while you were watching, someone in a hard season who's been wondering, if God has turned against them, share this video with them. It might just be the exact reminder they need today. And if you want more of these simple, freeing biblical truths, subscribe to Bible Truth, where we break down Scripture to help you resolve your faith and walk in real freedom. Thank you so much for watching Bible Truth, and I'll see you in the next one.